Year's resolutions are a load of shit, and
So I did my first ever mushroom retreat.
like some sort of midlife crisis.
I'm super sensitive to alcohol.
This girl who wants to kill herself.
Feels very
Jingle bell,
jingle bell, jingle bell rock, jingle bell. Do you know the dance?
This one?
snowing and blowing up through the fun.
I didn't know you're a millennial.
I know.
Hey guys, and welcome back to this week's episode of It's Pretty Simple. Today I have a returning guest, except we are in different locations. I'm in Spain, and where are you at, Georgia?
We're in my bedroom. We're
Intimate.
in London. We're in London. So welcome to my bedroom in London.
Very intimate.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Well, so today you wanted to do a little reflection. So, before I actually get into that, every single year, to let you guys know, me and Georgia always have a sit down before the end of the year, and we kind of go over our goals. If you missed her episode, we've been friends since we were like 16 years old. We are 35 and 34 now. So this has been something we've been ongoing for a long time, and we do our vision boards and we kind of look at our work goals and all of that together. And this time we decided that let's make an episode out of it and maybe inspire some of you guys as well. And if you have a BFF like we do, then this is a really fun activity to do because they make sure to hold you accountable for the things that you put onto your mood board or whatever goals that you have.
I feel like we're also like really putting out into the universe.
Yeah. Tell everybody, tell everyone everywhere.
Exactly. What do you want to start with, Nick? Come on.
You tell me. But first, I just want to say, check out our Christmas sweaters. Mine's cuter than Georgia's.
Mine is very like giving basic, but we're in.
It's fine. When this episode comes out, it's going to be the day after Christmas, so no worries.
Well, Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas. What would you like to start with?
Well, do you know what? I'm going to start with something really random because my mood board last year, I put that I wanted to read, and this bitch wrote? Too much caffeine, I swear to God.
I'm sure you did. Bleep.
Oh, sorry, am I not allowed to swear?
Of course you can. I'm just making a joke.
Okay. I did not write, but I read. I'm going to start off with, I'll be quick because I read lots. Current read, Blue Sisters. I read her other book, which don't ask for the name of, but it was really good. So big fan. All Fours is like a dark comedy about relationships, sex, monogamy, polygamy, and it's chaotic. It's about a woman sort of unraveling. Loved it. Mental. You read some chapters and you're like, what just happened? But I'm obsessed. And then I'll be quick.
Take your
Orbit
time.
Soul. This was amazing.
Yeah, what's it about?
Space, relationships. It's like really spiritual, but it's also like super short. Love it. Amazing. This is next. Night, and then you are that. And then this is because I live in London and I live literally on the tube every day. And the inner Kuwaiti in me is like, no. So I'm constantly hiding behind a book or a series. And I've been reading this.
That looks interesting. Transforming self-sabotage into self.
And it's quite interesting.
Read that book.
Yeah, and I don't really necessarily think that I personally do a lot of self-sabotage, but I think it's a great reminder. And also, like I'll read you a random part. It's like, intuitive thoughts solve problems, invasive thoughts create them. Like, just like random little like bits that I'm like, oh, that's cool. And you don't have to read it like from back to front. You can just pick bits that you want to think about. And then last bit, right. Don't come at me. Okay. I know she's popular.
Who's that?
Sally Rooney.
Don't know her. Not that popular to me then.
You're like, who dat? Well, she is really popular, and
It was shit. I'm
It was
reading a
shit.
very popular person right now as well. That's really shit.
And also, like, I'd read her other book. Yeah, it was fine. But this
Mm.
one, it was like being on an economy flight for like 14 hours.
That's like the book I'm reading right now. I didn't even bother bringing it to show. I'll just say what it is.
Well, I don't need to talk about it because everybody been hyping this up, and it is crap. Don't read it.
Okay.
Sorry,
Got it.
Sally babes, not the one. Okay, you go.
Okay, the one I'm reading right now is Stephen King, Billy Summers. I like Stephen King's movies, but oh my god, his writing puts you to fucking sleep.
Could be
I'm
useful.
really,
You need a
hmm?
nap.
Yeah, I'm really not enjoying it, but it puts me to sleep. So I get into bed at 10, I read, by 10:15 I'm done. So this book is taking me too long to finish. But another book that I read, which was my favorite one this year, which I don't have with me because I borrowed it from someone, James Patterson.
Never heard of him.
Is it James Patterson? Yes, it is. No, it's like he's got this. It's a thriller. He's got this Alex Cross series, which is like detective stuff.
Okay.
And I literally finished the book in 4 days. So good. I had
Damn.
that on my cycling trip. But going through other books that I really enjoyed this year, um, The Midnight Library,
Hmm.
super interesting. It's a novel, but it's basically this girl who wants to kill herself. What life she would have led. So she lives through that.
Oh. Oh my god,
And
that's so interesting.
it's so interesting to like see like every decision that you make, things can be different according to
It's
that.
like choices, yeah. Upset.
Exactly. And so she decides where she wants to stay. I won't ruin the book, but very good book. This also
I
I
just
finished.
wait to butt in, like mine are all about like chaotic women, like relationships, sex, and
No, I have
just
a big mix.
okay, okay, okay,
Anyway, this
okay.
I finished in literally 3 hours on a flight. And then
Go off.
I picked this up because I finished that one, and it took me, I don't know, also not very long to finish it. The Hike,
Hmm.
loved it. It's about women who go on a hike in Norway or something,
Hmm.
and it's a thriller again. I really really enjoyed it. It like kept me gripped. It was, like when you watch a TV series and you go next episode, next episode, next episode. Like I'd be up till 3 a.m. reading this book. Really good.
Damn. It's pretty good.
Um, then I read this. This took me a little bit longer. It is about homosexual life in
Hmm.
Boston, or no, in LA in the 1960s. It's like about these teenage boys basically and their lives, and then there's like a murder and all of that. So super interesting as well.
Murder.
It's a
Okay,
big book,
cool.
but I enjoyed it. It took me time, but I enjoyed it. It was good.
Nice.
And then I read Jay Shetty's Eight Rules of Love. I liked it, to be honest. Like when I did want this book, I was in my self sabotage phase. I'm no longer there, and I haven't been for a long time. So when I finally got to reading the book, this book, it was interesting to see perspectives, but yeah, it wasn't really something I needed at the time,
Yeah.
and still don't. And then finally, Who Moved My Cheese? So, as you can see, this book is super old. This was my first self help book that I ever read when I was like, I don't know, 14 years old or something. And
Mhm.
I really enjoyed it. And so I forgot about it. And then I found it at home when I went, and I was like, why did I really like this book? And I read it again. Um, it's good if
You
you're
like it?
new to it's super easy read, and it just gives you that, this thing of how you can overcome obstacles in a very simplified way. It's child's play, but good book. There is a part
Yeah.
two, so I want to read that.
When did we become such readers?
I mean, I have been trying for a while, but this year was your year on this.
Oh, I've read so much. I mean, this is only like a tiny bit. I'm also like my partner always comments. He thinks I skim read. He's like, "Are you skim reading? Like turning pages?" I'm like, "No, I'm just have severe ADHD and like my eyes move so fast.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you what's happening. So take that, Will. Start reading." But yeah, I can. I've read probably about I don't know 14 books.
Mm. I haven't
Who's
counted.
counting?
I want to count though this year for sure, because everyone I meet, because like all the people I hang out with are like, so it's like, oh yeah, I read X amount of books this year, and I'm like, I read a lot. I just don't know how many. But
Yeah,
it was on my vision board for last year to read more.
yeah,
So I'm glad that happened. But yeah, this year I think I also read more because I went more towards novels.
yeah. Same. I think we
Yeah.
went through like a real phase of like self help, but that's
Yeah.
kind of normal in your like 20s, right?
Yeah. And I also feel like because for me at least, I'm constantly learning. Like now I've got this podcast. I'm learning how to edit. I'm learning how to do this, to do that. I'm also doing nutrition, so I'm studying. So for me to pick up like a business book or a self-help book
Yeah,
right now, it feels like just extra learning.
it's a lot.
And so I just want to read novels until I finish all these courses and everything that I want to do. And
No,
then
that's
if I
fair.
feel like there's a point of my life I need to go back to that, I will.
Yeah, same. I'm kind of doing like this kind of book on the tube, even if
Mm.
it's like one page, and then in the evening, I only read fiction.
Yeah. Well, in the morning, actually, I read other stuff. I read more like spiritual Hindu kind of stuff to
What's
understand.
it called? From the Gita? Is it Gita?
It is, but I'm not reading the Gita. Right now I'm reading something about life and death, about the whole reincarnation thing and
Yeah.
everything.
But
But I
that's
haven't.
Hinduism, right?
Yeah, so I do that in the morning
Mm-hmm.
before I meditate or pray,
Yeah.
and then in the evening I read my novel. So yeah,
Oh,
little
yeah.
spirituality
We love
sprinkled. I
it.
really wanted to be more spiritual this year as well in terms of religion, spirituality. Yeah.
I think the most spiritual I've ever been is hanging around your household, if I'm honest. But I
Even though
love it.
I'm the most spiritual person in my house, actually.
Yeah,
You'd
it's
never
true.
guess.
But it's like your house allows it because you've got it just allows it from everything, like how you wake up and you put the incense, and then
Yeah,
you guys have there's a shrine,
it's a temple.
a temple. That's the word I'm looking for. But like I had never witnessed that before coming into your house because of where I was raised.
It's a culture. Like I think Hinduism is a very It's more a culture than a religion.
Yeah,
Cult. It's not a cult. It's not really. It is a religion, but it's a way of life.
yeah, yeah. No, I love it. It's really you guys told me a lot. Anyway, 2024. Tell me about it, babes.
Great. I'm gonna show you my past mood board first.
Oh, I don't have mine, but we're gonna go through yours.
Okay, I've got two. So some things. Anyway, this is obviously work, get more clients, make more money. Duh, we all have to do that, right? And stay consistent. Anyway, 10K followers didn't happen. It's fine, guys, but if you
We're
want
getting there.
to, my Instagram is down below. So this was me wanting to get more spiritual, and I did. This is my dream house. It's not happened yet. So I took it
We're
off
getting
my
there.
mood board for this year and put something more realistic, like an apartment first. Um, uh, read more. There we go. That's
Okay.
done. Start a podcast. It happened. Learn to edit.
She
It's
did it.
happening. I wanted to get a bit into UGC, but I feel like putting this picture was a bad idea because I just ended up ordering and
Gifting
online
yourself.
shopping a lot. So I replicated the picture, but was spending my own money, not getting free stuff.
So
We need to
okay, we
be a
gotta work
little
on
bit
that.
we need to be a little bit more precise. So that was in terms of that, and then we have my travel mood board because and adventure, which is a separate one. I
That
wanted
you
to go
did
to
a lot.
Madeira. I didn't. I wanted to surf. I didn't.
Did you?
I
You
wanted to
stepped
go.
down a mountain. Same,
I
same.
did. I wanted to go to like a beachy place with clear waters and go on a sailboat, which I did. I went to Croatia.
Amazing.
I wanted to climb more, so I climbed in Croatia. Travel. I traveled
You traveled a lot.
single month this year, so it happened. I wanted to do a jiu-jitsu competition. I
I
did.
think this is the proudest. I honestly, when you did that competition, I was so invested and so proud of you.
Thank you. But I've been off jiu-jitsu training, but I'm gonna go back in January because I realized with how much I'm traveling, it's been on and off. I can't really commit to it, and that needs real commitment.
Big
So
commit. Yeah,
January, I get back to it. What else? I wanted to go to Iceland. I didn't.
I think Iceland is one of my favorite places in the world.
And I wanted to run more, which I did, and I did my first 10K race.
Yes.
That was my 2024. Just a
See,
lot of things happen. And I don't know, I told you before the travel one, obviously more because you have to pay for it yourself, so you will make it happen. Well, the rest of
that's
it,
true.
we're working on it. But work's been good as well. It took a bit of a downfall in the summer, as it always does, but then
Yeah,
we gained the momentum back, and I've really been focusing on creating content. And yeah, I think it's been a good year. It's been exhausting, traveled a lot, but it's been a good year, and I'm thankful for it a lot. Like change of routine was hard because with the travel
yeah.
but I got out of my comfort zone a lot. And one of my biggest achievements, I think, other than doing the jiu-jitsu competition was the cycling trip.
Incredible. Talk about it. Tell us.
It was not on my mood board to cycle more, to be honest. I usually have it, but this time I said I want to run. But it was great. I mean, we went 1,350 kilometers from Barcelona to Florence, and it taught me a lot of lessons. You'd be surprised how
Okay, give me top three lessons, or ones that spring to mind.
one that your body is much, yeah, your mind is stronger than your body.
Yeah,
If that makes any sense,
yeah,
you know. Another lesson was that sometimes you just have to get up and go and get it done. There'd be
true.
days where I really didn't want to get on the bike, and it's just like I just have to get on it and just go. Like it's fine, just go. And that's how I think that really helped me with work, because sometimes there's a lot of things that with working the way I work, having to create content and all that. I don't really. It's not particularly. I'm not like, ooh, I love being a content creator, But I'm a personal trainer. Unfortunately, in today's day and age, you have to be a content creator too.
You got to do everything.
So,
Yeah.
I've learned now that you just got to get up and do it. And it's really helped me have that shift in the mindset. So that's number two.
Mhm.
And number three lesson, I don't know, honestly. I
How
guess
sore is your butt? Be honest.
very sore.
Your third lesson was to buy a really good padded shoe.
Yeah. No, also that literally food is fuel. I learned that because there'd be parts where we're going uphill and stuff, and like I've had my breakfast, I've got my snacks with me. I literally can't push, and I'm full when I get on the bike, and then all of a sudden I start to feel hungry again, and then you eat, and then you get to push a little bit more, and then
Yeah.
you're hungry again, and you can't. So literally, it's like the same way you put fuel into a car, we put into our body, and it runs out. Like I was using it up for sure, because I mean I was having carbs, so you're using up the glycogen so fast.
Yeah.
So the concept of food as fuel really was a thing.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, what a trip. I wish I could have joined you, but
It was so good. But yeah, it was a nice year. Spent a lot of time with family, spent time with friends, spent a lot of time alone, which I'm starting to love more and more, to be honest.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah, but I enjoyed my year. Like I said, even work goals like were they didn't come as quickly as I needed them to, but now as we're coming towards the end of the year, I've gone through all my stuff and I've done pretty well. Yeah.
That's great.
What about you? 2024, go.
So I have no visuals for you. 2024, what did we do? We opened a business here in London,
That was a big
which
goal for you.
was a big goal. I feel like only now have I really, really adjusted to my life between London and back home. But the business was the main one. So it was 2 years in the making. We opened a health club, 7,000 square meters.
Wow.
It was massive. We cater to film and TV. It's a workspace. We have a recording studio, which you would love, podcast studio. And a gym, kitchen, meeting space, bar studio, Pilates room. So yeah, and that, my friends, oh lordy, it was insane.
Well,
It
it was
went
a
from
big thing.
it was huge. It was like, and I'm not very good at putting boundaries with work. Like where I'm not, I love my work. I put myself like straight into it. But the past 6 months has been learning when to say no and to put boundaries into place for work, so that I don't want burnout or like to not enjoy what I'm doing anymore. And we're a team, so we really rely on each other. And I feel very blessed that me and the three guys I work with, we can have that open communication and be like, oh, this week I'm like overstretched. Like, can someone help me? And like, it's been really, really amazing. My other business, which is just personal training online and programming, more to come in 2025. But it has grown. It's still growing, which is mental. I'm actually having to turn people away. So I feel very blessed. And I finished my Master Trainer Pilates course this year, which was
so stressful.
was a lot. Doing full-time work and full-time study was a lot. So much more has happened than that, but those are the ones that really stick out for me.
That's work-wise. Let's go.
Work-wise. What else have I done? It's really hard to remember which year. I've done
Everything kind of blurs together.
Yeah, so I've also managed to travel. I mean, I came to see you. I came to you on your birthday.
You did. Thank you. I love you forever for that.
It was so much fun. I love those like little, and I went to the right airport.
You did. No, you didn't.
No,
I
I
know
did for your
you did.
birthday.
You
Yeah,
did.
if you don't know, guys, I went to the wrong airport, landed in the middle of nowhere in near Valencia in Spain, in a field, and as soon as we were landing, I was like, I'm in the wrong airport.
I'd just like to say that this is the second time she's done it. The last time it was leaving from Valencia.
Oh
So
my god! Oh my god! I
I
completely
think
forgot.
third is the worst, so let's not get to the third.
No,
Hey,
no,
but it's
she played.
Ryanair's fault. You can't put it under Valencia Airport. Change it.
No, it's really confusing because they do it anyway. I'm also not the finest with details, and I have missed flights and lots of things. So, we like to keep it chaotic. We like to keep it surprise, surprise. You never know what's going to happen.
Spontaneous.
Spontaneous, exactly. But overall, 2024
Come on,
relationship,
personal.
I feel like I've had the best relationship I've ever had.
That's good.
Yeah,
I'm
like
happy for you. I can
I
finally
know,
meet him. I have this
I
thing where
know,
I just refuse to meet anyone Georgia dates until I
which
feel
is
like,
fair.
okay, it's time because
Yeah, no, seriously, what was I thinking?
it's okay. You do the same with me, so it's fine.
Yeah, we're onwards and upwards, baby, onwards and upwards. So what else has happened that I can talk about? I also did a retreat. I am actually going to talk about this because it was a mushroom retreat. Can I talk about this?
Of course, I did an ayahuasca retreat last
Okay,
year.
cool. Okay,
So
good.
I never
So
talked about it, but yeah, I did ayahuasca.
So I did my first ever mushroom retreat, and it was with a friend, and that's what she does full time in Spain, and it's all legal in Spain. But it
Yeah, I
was,
did ayahuasca in Spain, so
which
yeah.
is also legal in Spain. So yeah, it was like pretty life changing. I won't go into too much detail, but it was like, it really made me reconnect with nature again, reconnect to my inner child. It really brought like a lot of humor back into my world. I think that COVID, I had a lot of like family problems, like family illnesses, and whole life did like a 360. Like every way possible, everything changed. So it was like reminding myself sort of like what I came out from was thinking like, do you want life is actually quite fun and everything's good and I am really blessed. And like it was just the best thing I would have done in that time. And it really came to me like I opened the doors to that. I got a phone call and I was literally there 3 days later.
Yeah.
And it was like it was unbelievable. I was also very nervous beforehand. I think everyone gets a bit nervous. And I saw you just before.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was 2024 for me. I don't have the previous mood board, but should we share our mood boards for this year?
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. I wanted to show off my stuff a little bit.
Oh yeah, go for it.
So this is my first 10K. Bear in mind, I've never ran anything but a 5K, and then I trained an 8K, but 10K.
Yeah, baby.
And this is my bronze from jiu-jitsu, but just I I don't show it and I haven't posted it anywhere because we were only 3 people in the age group, so obviously I got a medal.
No, but you should downplay that.
Bronze. If there was another fourth person, I probably wouldn't get it, but it's fine. And just without a wrong one. Hold on.
Oh, she's got so many.
Actually, all my medals are in Kuwait. I want to really bring them. I did a obstacle course without really even planning to do it, which was really fun because I had traveled for 10 days and I was active very little and I was drinking a lot of beer on that trip. And when I came back, I got back on Thursday and Saturday morning was this thing. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to finish it. I'm just going to like puke probably because I'm tired. I had 10 days of just drinking beer every single day. Again, I was a little bit active, but yeah. I managed and I did good time as well. So yeah.
Great.
I don't know why I'm
Look
doing
at all, look at all those medals. I didn't get one medal this year.
I still have my old medal from the first race we ever did in Mishriff. But it's not here. I need to find them. I don't know where they are in Kuwait. Remember, I was like super skinny and I puked
Yeah.
right after because I was so hungover.
And what did I do?
What did you do? You took a picture of me. Yeah.
As a true friend should do.
But at least, like, I mean, look at me. I was hungover and I showed up at 7 in the morning to do that race.
No, I'm not
It's
gonna
called
lie.
balance, guys. It's called balance.
Called balance. That's how we live.
That's
That's how we live. All right, show me 2025 report. Yeah, left.
Mine.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna have to show on the phone. So we're gonna start with the fun stuff.
Okay.
So this time I
More
put
cycling.
more cycling. Yeah.
Do you know where
Definitely.
you want to go?
We're actually already talking about, so the people I went on the trip with, we're already talking about the next one. So you're welcome to join. We're going to start in Florence and finish in Zagreb.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Mm. So that is one adventure. The second one is doing the Valencia half marathon.
Ah,
Going in for half marathon. Guys, just to point out, I absolutely hate running. However, I feel like when you're in
keep
your
it on it.
30s, I know, I don't know. I feel like everyone in their 30s tends to do that. It's like some sort of midlife crisis. The only thing that's upsetting me about it is because I'm so active, I'm really starting to have a droopy face and I don't want to get a runner's face. So I've done my Botox, but it doesn't help this. Fillers look funny on me.
Don't do fillers.
I did it already and I didn't really like it. And how do I go like this? Because a runner's face is a real fucking thing.
Just keep running until you're like 40 and we'll just get a facelift. No problem.
I'm gonna do a facelift for sure. But yeah, so I've been trying like these massages,
Magwasha?
you know. Anyway, that's the only thing I don't like about this whole running thing is the runner's face. You look old as fuck, and I don't like it.
Fair.
Anyway, those are the two things, and then oh yeah, I want to buy the new Trek.
That's a good looking bike.
10,000 euros.
Can you imagine that? You'd have to go to city insurance for that.
Daddy, if you're watching,
Come on, Pops, you can do it.
what else? I put Madeira again, but another picture. I don't know of me hiking up that, and it would
Amazing.
also work for going on more hikes, I guess, because last year I didn't do as many hikes as I'd like to.
Yeah, fair.
And then I change the picture for meditation because I'm not consistent. I do it while I'm here. I don't do it while I travel. I want it to be a habit
Yeah,
everywhere I go, you know.
me too.
And a trip to Costa Rica next
I
on the
really want
bucket
to go to
list.
Costa Rica as well.
Yeah. So last year I put. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Lapland is going to happen again. I put it onto my thing. 'Cause
Okay.
this time when I finally went to book it, it was gone. That's the travel, and then I have the other life goals one. Do you want to show your travel first, or do you have them all mixed?
I did everything in one, so you keep going.
Okay. So, like the last one, I had the big villa. This time, I'm being more realistic. I want a nice apartment with
I
a
like that
terrace.
that's your realistic one is like still
Apartment with a terrace, but not a big house with like on the mountains. You know, that will
not
come
yet.
later.
That will coming, yeah.
And the funny part is actually that house, that picture of the actual house. I have a similar house like that, but not in the
Yeah.
location I want it to be in.
Yeah, but that's important, right?
Yeah, so it's like weird. I want to take my house in Delhi and move it to Spain if it
Yeah.
was possible. I want to get more into the whole podcasting thing more, like actually get some good guests. So that
Yeah.
would be fun.
I've seen
You're a
what's the
good
what
guest. You know what I mean? Like I mean, I did get one scientist, which was really cool, and I really enjoyed that episode. Like actually getting like somebody who is in the medical field, so it was really cool.
yeah.
It's a hard
I mean your podcast have been amazing.
Awesome. Thanks. Leave comments, please.
I will.
And then we're talking about reviving Kai retreats again.
Oh.
So we're going to be Kai retreats is a fitness retreat that I started with two friends, and we did a retreat. This is not for you, for people who don't know.
I was
We
like,
did
yes.
a retreat in 2022.
Yeah.
But then life happened, and everyone kind of got busy, and now we've decided that we're gonna revive it with a it's fitness retreats in Spain, but yeah, we're going to revive it with we have a lot of ideas, and we're hoping to have the first one in 2026. So, and when the new year approaches, we're going to have our first meeting to kind of figure that out.
Amazing. That's exciting.
Also, I invest my money monthly. I really need to get back into investing. I did a little fuck up a couple of years ago, and I've been really scared to invest anything. But I need to learn again. So I've signed up for Female Invest, which is a course, and
Ooh.
we can jump back into that. And then, of course, some things like I am disciplined because I tend to procrastinate quite a bit sometimes. And to finish, I took a certification from Precision Nutrition, and I put my name on it to make it real.
She's manifesting.
I need to finish the course with all the travel and stuff. The book is so thick. I really
That's a
struggle to
lot.
take it with me, but I'm gonna finish it. I'm putting it out there. I'm gonna finish it by the end of February. Done.
Shake my hand.
No, I'm lying. End of
Oh,
March.
shake my
Because
hand. End of March. You heard it here.
yeah,
Okay.
because January I'm traveling until the 24th. So
Oh, goddamn. Okay. I want to get in the investment with you as well because I already invest, but I want to do a little bit more.
yeah, my dad does it for me. I'm too scared. He taught me, but I'm still too scared, and I know I need to do it because
I've also done a course with this women's investing, and I read a book, but I need someone to help me more because I feel like I'm gonna make mistakes.
yeah, but my dad, like, the thing is, he doesn't want me to go into the American market, which is fair. He does only the Indian market, and he does it for me. So I give him money
Yeah,
anyway to do it.
to do
So
it.
I am investing my money every month, and I
Yeah,
have
yeah, yeah.
some other side things as well. Like I do loans on interest as well. If you need a loan, let me know. And
Plug.
yeah, but I want to learn to do it myself.
Yeah,
You know?
fair.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going in.
Go.
Shine bright like a diamond. All right. Yeah, this is like the best visuals. So,
Right.
guys, this year, can you see or is it too far?
It's too far. You need to zoom
Let me
in a little
screen.
bit more.
Okay. Anyway, this year is the year I'm gonna get up the duff.
You're
If you're
gonna
not from England,
put
and
one in the oven.
I want babies. Give me the babies. So look at that young mom who's blonde, not brunette, so nothing like
Babe,
me.
I think you should put a picture of like a woman pregnant because that's like
It was
too
really
old of
hard
a
to
kid.
find. Well, I want a baby. All right, I want a healthy baby. Okay, that's the major one for me. So pray for me. Pray to the fertility gods that that's gonna
I pray to
happen.
the fertility gods.
And yes, my partner knows before you come at me.
She just stopped taking birth control.
I've been off birth control for years, by the way. We can also do a podcast about that kind of stuff.
I can't see your face, but your headphones are nice.
Oh, thank you. Again, this zoomed in is not the one, but I'm in process of buying my first apartment with my partner.
Did you put a picture? Let's see. Maybe I
Well,
can change mine to something more realistic.
well, mine was more about interior because I already have the apartment. So mine
Oh.
was more about like, and it's a really cropped version of what I wanted, but it's like finding furniture and pieces that bring me joy and actually creating. I think this will be the first space that I truly have like all my own furniture. I can put up all my family pictures, my pictures. I can host you, and we have a guest
We're
room.
gonna have to tell Will to just stay away.
But
You can't do nothing.
exactly, and I feel like I'm just so excited.
He just has to help build the furniture.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I feel like it's just going to be a really fun chapter of my life. It's definitely not my like dream place. It's gorgeous. It's a start. And it's not my forever home. So we're going to get our foot on the ladder and then we're going to see what happens. Nice. So yeah, super excited.
So this is what's happened in 2024. You forgot to mention.
Yeah.
You signed yeah.
Got a new house, and it was also on my vision board.
There you go.
So go, and then Japan. I want to go.
See.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, Japan. Yeah, I want to go too.
I want to go. I mean, it's been on the bucket list. I wanted to go for my 30th, but then COVID happened, and we ended up having our 30th birthday in your basement and having a party, and it was so much fun. So thanks for that, babes. It was actually one of the really good times. What else? Okay, guys. Does anyone else struggle with it? Nutrition. For the love of God. I have been, since I moved back to London, I've been really like, in Kuwait before that, I was very strict with nutrition, like super strict with training. My life changed a lot. The lifestyle's really different in London. And I feel like I have a way better relationship with movement, food, life. There's way more of like a balance, if you want to call it that. But we're getting on a bit. We're in our mid-30s. And I do notice now, I don't know if you do, Nick, I can't just eat whatever I want and get away with it anymore.
I never could, but for me, it's like actually the opposite. It's been much better for me leaving the Middle East in terms of nutrition and stuff. And I don't know, I train very different from you.
But we have very different body types.
That's
in some ways. Yeah.
I mean, yes, there are certain things, but I feel like right now I'm at the fittest uh, that I've been, and even aesthetically, I'm at my favorite point right now.
Yeah,
Um,
you look great. So actually, like,
we train different, so
yeah, but for me, leaving the Middle East was important because when I was there, my body fat was like super low. I was
mine was so
really, really
high.
lean. Yeah,
Opposites.
no, exactly. And like, it was, my body type was just so different. And now I'm like in a really, I feel good. I feel strong. I have a good relationship with food, but then also like don't mind going out much and like, living life because you can live a bit more of a different life here.
Yeah, but what is
But
it with it?
so what I want to do is learn how to cook more
Okay.
and like cook more because I
But
am eating like homemade food, but it'll be like work provide that for me.
yeah,
And
but
I'll,
babe, this is the thing, your lifestyle. Like for me, for example, I eat all my meals at home. I might
yeah,
go
I
out to
can.
eat out like maybe like 4 times in the whole month, or I order
Yeah,
if I'm really not bothered. But because my lifestyle is like I work from home,
yeah.
and
It's a
that's
little
why
bit
I'm
different.
much better with food here than when I'm in Kuwait. When I'm in Kuwait, I do eat at home, but I eat home food and then I eat out a lot.
Hey, it's just different right where you are.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like I just have to. I want to kind of find the enjoyment in cooking because I don't enjoy it. I see it as a complete chore. I love hosting people and cooking for people like that, but like if it's just me and my partner in the same routine, it can be a bit like, oh, it's like a
Yeah, you
hassle.
have
So
days.
I
Like the
just want
other
to
day,
like,
I was so excited and I like bought a whole bunch of ingredients to make tom yum soup and this, and I haven't done
yum.
shit. Like I've made just basics.
Hey, I think it's completely normal, but I just notice a difference when I eat home cooked food, like my skin, my energy, like everything. So yeah, so that's one thing. And then for me, so this resembles like really investing in friends, but specific friends. So before I was like,
Hi there. Should
you're
put my
there, Happy
face
Bee.
where I
Look at you. They're right there with the crazy hair.
need.
Duh. Just
So
like, investing in, me better than anyone. Like, I can be a real people pleaser and people is like sort of cunts.
yeah, I don't think you should invest in friends. I think what you should do is
No,
change
the
that
right friends.
narrative to make let people invest in you for a change.
Sure, I'll take it. But
But
like,
keep
it's
calling
just
me.
my, like that small knit of friends that I really, really like, have my back and know about my daily life, those people I
Mhm.
want to invest in. And unfortunately, like most of those people are abroad for me. So my 4 best friends, except one, live abroad.
All my best friends live abroad.
I know, it's kind of crazy, but I suppose it's just because that's the way we grew up and the type of people we are.
Yeah.
I'm running through these. So this bottom picture, can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Is the gym that we opened. So I'm really excited. So I'm the wellness manager there. So I'm really excited to see that grow. And like, I've already learned so much. It's ridiculous. But opening retreats, second location, expanding the business in multiple ways I can't talk about right now, NDAs, but, some just really exciting stuff is
Nice.
going on. And I'm just so excited to see that business grow and see myself grow in that business. Um, we're almost there. We've got 3 more. We've got. I want to do more charity work, the volunteer one.
Me too. Actually, I should probably add that because I haven't printed out my new mood board yet. I want
Yeah,
to do more as well.
yeah. Like we did a lot with work, but I think I really want to jump on matters that mean a lot to me and use my community. Not use, but get my community involved. Um, and doing that because I think there's something really magical about that. And there's so much going on in the world right now that we need to like
Yeah.
help. Um, and then I've got a picture of myself, which is me
No,
doing
I
some
can't see. You
Pilates.
gotta move it. You're. Yeah. There you go. See
So
it.
me doing Pilates, which is my business. Um, again, right. I don't want to talk about too much here just because everything's in the making, but I basically want to expand that business and I want to do product and things that don't require me to use my time and energy as a PT. So the
Mm-hmm.
problem is with the PT is that you become the face. Okay, I'm actually
Yeah.
designing the business in a different model. And that's a lot of energy and time and one-to-one. So for me, trying to adapt that as I'm getting older, when I have a family, how can I keep my business evolving and that is what I'm going to do, which leads me to think bigger.
Good.
I've had 3 years of adjusting to a new life, adjusting into a new role work-wise, a new relationship, and I feel like only the past 6 months of 2024 have I been able to like really find myself again and find. I think I spent a couple of years like nourishing, being still in one place, which is not easy for me.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm ready to be like, let's fucking go.
Yeah,
You know what I
that
mean?
was me in 2023. Like I spent 2 whole years here and I didn't really go anywhere. And I was just trying to find my flow and my routine and work my online business because I was working in a gym before and then just putting everything into that. And then this year I'm like, ooh, fly, which was fun. But on the note of you saying you want to expand, that's actually one of my brainstorm sessions I had last week. In
Yeah.
the sense of being able to have other streams with the same business, but I don't know,
Yeah.
when it comes to courses or um, anything, I don't know. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's also something. But that's why I was like, we were talking about reviving Kai retreats because I think that we are three really smart, amazing people who have a lot of experience and credentials to do something like that. And if we do it
Yeah.
right, it can become something. So
That'd be
yeah,
amazing, no?
yeah.
That's very, very cool. Oh yeah, the one thing I also didn't put is I want to go to more gigs, like live music,
Hmm.
because I've been doing it recently and I'm like, this feeds the soul, you know?
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. I saw Dua Lipa this year. That's how did I forget?
Oh my goodness, why was that not number
I don't
one?
know.
She's so beautiful.
I'm obsessed.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
I'm obsessed. There's nothing I can say except for I'm obsessed. All the other
Fair enough.
thoughts will stay in my head.
For the
And
better.
sometimes I text them to you, but it's fine.
This is true. I have so much dirt on you, I swear to God.
I have to stay friends with you even if I don't want to in the
You
future.
too.
No, I'm kidding.
When you get married, my speech is going to be gold. PC-ish, but gold.
I'll get divorced the same minute.
Yeah. No, I'm smart. I know what I'm doing.
By the way, random, but I've been drinking out of a copper bottle. Apparently, it's really good for your health. That's what my mom
Oh,
said. I don't know. Anyway, so all my
okay.
water bottles at home are copper now.
Interesting. I need to read about that.
Mm.
Okay, also, like, what have you noticed about getting older? Because I feel like now, mid-30s, things are starting to change. Yeah.
This. So
No. Like, what about
I'm
also,
so
like,
sad all the time. When I was a kid, I didn't take. I regret, guys. If you are young, please remember, my biggest regret is that when I was younger, I used to love to tan, which is totally fine. But I
yeah,
never, ever put sunblock, and I thought it was get the nice little nose that's red. I used to put freaking baby oil on my face.
I know.
My skin, I have it's much better now because I've been taking care of it and doing facials and a lot of treatments, but I damaged my skin from such a young age.
But I feel like, do you know the one thing that was lucky is like we grew up in Kuwait, which is one of the hot, like sunniest places, the hottest place in the world. But like the ozone layer there isn't that bad, which we are so lucky about.
I
Because
know, but I
we would.
used to burn my face all the time.
It's I mean, I always wear SPF because I'm your milky gal,
When you
Irish
put
blood.
baby oil on your face without any SPF, what is that?
Okay, that's crazy.
So that's one thing. Another thing I noticed, I'm like after a night of very minimal 3 beers night where you're not even buzzed, you're not even drunk, still wake up extremely tired. Like that recovery
Mm,
is
yeah,
hard after a night out. Also, when I go to bed late, even though without any drinking or anything, I'm really tired the next day.
yeah. Okay.
I could just be iron deficient. Who knows? Anyway.
Who knows?
But that's what I noticed. Like it takes me more time to recover.
Yeah,
But yeah, this is like physical stuff. So my face and that. I don't know if you
yeah.
were asking physical or any other stuff.
Whatever comes to mind, really. I mean, I'm trying to think. For me, sleep. I think I have become my poor partner because I'm like I get up early because of the time difference and whatever. I wake up at 5 every day, and I am on it with my sleep. I will literally be like, okay, goodbye now, and like just bed. And my
Yeah.
process is like pretty strict, to be honest. But yeah, taking care of myself more. I have to really invest in it now as I'm getting older. By doing the
100%.
saunas, doing the breath work, taking the vitamins I know are going to help support my lifestyle, and eating. I tell you, I'm super sensitive to alcohol, which I barely drink, and food for me is king, really. So all the boring stuff that you've read about.
Yeah, but like sleep as well. Now that I have the luxury to not put an alarm.
Yeah,
I've been trying that because before I put an alarm so I can go run in the morning or bike in the morning. Now I'm like, you know what? It's winter anyway. It's too cold, so
yeah,
I've been doing no alarm.
hibernate.
I'm waking up. My body's getting 9.5 hours of sleep every single night,
Hmm.
and I'm waking up automatically, and I cannot go back to sleep. And I'm great with energy for the whole day. It's been so nice, but I'm keeping the same bedtime.
Yeah,
So it's
that's the
been.
important part, you know.
So I've also noticed as I've gotten older, I need a little bit more sleep,
Yeah, fair.
which is weird because they say normally people need less sleep, but I don't know. I'm happy with it though. I'm super energized. Like my Garmin tells me my body battery is 100% when I wake up, and it's been
Yeah, baby.
consecutively every single day. Imagine
Yeah,
it's
it's
been great.
good.
Yeah, I'm really taking care of myself.
Yeah, no, well done. I think we've learned a lot in this journey of like being in this industry. We've both read a lot. We've like been lucky to work with people, and I think like like simple stuff like waking up, not touching your phone, breathing, doing some twists to get your digestion going, like really, really simple stuff. Like, that's the title of this podcast, like simplifying all this crazy wellness, to what works for you. But yeah, anyway,
Definitely. But no, when you say that, these little things, waking up, not touching your phone, things like that. So obviously, because I traveled so much this year, it's a bit off routine. I do dive into doom scrolling every now and then. But
yeah,
what I realized, which I'd like to tell everybody actually, New Year's resolutions are a load of shit. And if you have something you want to start doing, start it from now. You've still got, what, 5, 6 days until New Year
yeah,
starts. This is what I've been doing. So I wanted to, pray every day. I started already doing it. I'm doing mobility every single morning when I wake up from
yeah,
now. These are things I want to continue next year,
great.
Evening, I'm doing a full stretch. And I'm like, I'd rather start everything now than say, I'm going to do it after the New Year's. And
Yeah,
this is
why
going to
not?
be my first no alcohol New Year's Eve as well. So I'm super excited for it.
Yeah, that's great. I'm
And
gonna read.
also, Christmas. I'm all alone.
Yeah,
Which means
well,
there's not
cool.
going to be a crazy, crazy Christmas. No, I'm really happy and put on a Christmas movie, make some hot chocolate,
Have a
and
chill,
just
cozy one.
chill. Yeah, and then New Year's is not going to be zero alcohol. So I'm going to start the year nicely. And so I'm really excited to start from now. So I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks, like all the little things, little habits. I'm
Yeah,
implementing it daily.
I want to read you something I wrote about New Year's and resolutions. So I said, I'll try and say it quickly. New Year's resolutions, whether you believe in them or not, can succeed with the right approach. I don't really believe in New Year's resolutions. It's kind of
Mm.
similar to what you said. Starting with reflection and a solid plan. So instead of try an end of year audit by reflecting on the past year and using 8 key areas of life for your goals. So physical, so bodily health, mental resilience, emotional, internal balance and joy, intellectual, cognitive growth, and I'll go faster, environmental, occupational, financial, and social. And then I ask key questions to create actionable goals.
Mhm.
So what worked or what didn't work last year? What specific improvements can I measure? Who or what will support me? Nikita, thank you.
Always.
What actions will I take? And how much time can I realistically commit? So schedule your goals, review progress periodically, and adjust as needed. Every moment is a chance to take a step towards your best. And you can use this tool at any point. It doesn't have to be January.
Mm.
But if that's going to kick you into it, so be
But
it.
I'd like to add one more thing to that. I think some of us overreach when it comes to putting goals down.
Yeah.
Um, like I see people who put a goal down in the beginning of the year. Like one of my friends got like, what did he say? He needs to do like, I don't know, 2,000 kilometers of running or something. Not that much, probably less, 500. I don't know.
A
And now
lot.
he doesn't enjoy running anymore, but he's still having to finish
Yeah.
it because of the pressure. I think the best way when it comes to especially actually all goals is choose one main goal every quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Work on achieving that for the quarter and then move on. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
do. So like I did jiu-jitsu, it was the first quarter. it's like different things, cycling
Yeah.
over the last
Make it
quarter.
realistic and
Yeah, and I feel like that's much better than having a set goal for the entire year, unless you can. I'm just speaking to realistic people rather than
Mhm.
people who are like athletes and things like that. Yeah.
yeah, fair play.
Yeah,
Nick, I have to go because it's Christmas, y'all.
no problem.
But that was really fun. Do you want to finish on anything?
No, I think that was really good.
I think
I'm
that was great. This was
I
like just having a little chat like we normally do.
love having a chat with you.
I know, it was fun. But
Now all our goals are on the internet, so
oh god.
stress.
The stress of having to achieve. It's so hard being so amazing. Okay, God, I've had so much time.
Me too.
All right, I love you. I'll call you later on.
I love
And
you. Just
guys, if you have
wait.
any
I'm gonna do the
questions,
outro for the podcast.
do it.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of It's Pretty Simple, and I hope you enjoyed our little chat. It's just casual, and I hope you took something away from this. And I'd love to know what your goals are, big ones, small ones, whatever it is. Put them down in the comments below. Me and George are both gonna check them. George are gonna check the comments.
I'm gonna check the comments, and if you guys want us to do another chat about anything, then let us know. Anything in particular.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great new year, and I will see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.